is something we already knew. And he has shown it in the most despicable, disgusting way possible. We cannot rely on any of the ruling class parties to bring us the liberation of Palestine. We need to build our own organizations. We need to build a strong movement. We need to continue mobilizing. We need to continue coming to volunteer meetings at the People's Forum on Mondays at 6:30. And we need to, most importantly, continue joining organizations, carrying and leading this fight and all fights for justice and liberation. I'm going to call up now Claude from the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
All right, y'all, how are we feeling? We're feeling good? We're feeling energized? We are here tonight in light of the U.S. and Israel's many threats against the sovereignty of the Palestinian people. This past week, under a backdrop of repeated ceasefire violations from Israel and an intensified terroristic siege on cities in the West Bank, Trump, Netanyahu, and others have renewed calls for the total ethnic cleansing of Palestine. Shame! These bombastic calls are a transparent attempt by the Zionists to save face after Israel was forced by the Palestinian resistance to accept a ceasefire deal, to release our prisoners, and to see Gazans return home in droves to rebuild. And luckily we know that these genocidal politicians will never break the will of the Palestinian people and will never prevent their inevitable return. We point out Trump's calls not because they represent any significant change from Biden's goals, but to give us even more insight and clarity into the depraved logic and motivations behind Zionism. The goal of Israel since the Nakba and before has been the ethnic cleansing of all Palestinian land. Shame. And the occupation is upheld by the capitalists, by the billionaires who see the humanity of the Palestinian people as mere obstacles in the way of maximum profit. And this is what underpins Trump's administration in both foreign and domestic policy, pushing for the agenda of the billionaires over the agenda of the people. And make no mistake, the people that are salivating at the chance to steal Gaza and the West Bank for profit are the same people who are gutting our public services and stealing our tax dollars to give to their rich friends. The people that are terrorizing immigrants by deporting people from our communities are the same as those trying to kick Palestinians off of their own land. But they continue to ignore the undeniable reality that the world has changed since October 7th. We know exactly who our enemies are, and we have proven the strength of our movement. And more than ever before, the people in the United States are aware that all of our struggles are interconnected in the fight against capitalism and colonialism. And with this change in mass consciousness, with the connections and the relationships that we've amassed, with the organizations that we've built, we know that Palestine will emerge totally victorious. So while Israel hangs on to the delusion that they can ethnically cleanse Palestine, while Netanyahu feels confident that he can maneuver through the crises within Zionism that we've caused, we remain steadfast and secure in our fight and our mission. We have history and righteousness on our side. During the last 76 years plus of fighting for the total liberation of Palestine, we have brought Zionism to its deathbed. struggle, and we will continue to fight because a ceasefire was never enough. With the undefeatable and irreplaceable organized power of the people, we will not only rebuild Gaza, we will not